Laughing at Paul losing money. Just laughing at you losing money, buddy, that's all. You should be a winner here in just a second. Oh, you killed it too quick. Ugh. Don't be a blank for a tick. Alright, guys, I'm gonna jump over there and tell them what I'm gonna do. My plan for the ES, Tick Century, you guys said it was okay for me to say that, so I'm gonna tell them. Hey, guys. Anybody here wanna take a Tick Century ES idea from me? Anybody? Anybody? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. If it breaks down below the 89, I'm gonna try to scalp short, just in directional. If we stay to this in this area right here, anywhere below this prior range, I'm gonna shoot for the 250 scalp with 9 ticks both directions. So I'm gonna wait for about few more minutes. If we don't get a breakout, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scalp it both directions. If we get a breakout, I'm gonna go that direction, scalp still. Yep. I'm gonna start marking the direction to break out. If it doesn't break out in the next 6 minutes, I'm gonna go both directions, 9 ticks for $200 scalp. That's it. Okay. And I will go with the direction of the breakout at market. All right. There you guys know I'm moving pit tick century now too. My stuff. So I'm gonna wait here a couple minutes, guys, and let's see. And you've had some pretty good. I mean, think about it. This first touch was good traditional setup. It just happened at the open, so you're gonna get some setups, guys. Just look. I mean, look at this. Look how slow this is. We all here, even those of you on trial, should see that this is a hard market to trade, as in almost impossible since it's not moving. Markets that don't move don't give us a lot of opportunity to trade. That's okay. I wanted to get above that double top. If it gets above the double top there, guys, from that started at, yeah, basically above the zone. Then above that zone, I'll be happily turning this on long. If that doesn't happen, then we arm both and go both directions. So we'll see. Ooh, so exciting. It's Get Green, Get Gone Friday, guys. Some of you guys are already green. Good job. Those of you that got already green, sit on the sidelines, enjoy the show. I mean, again, don't expect a lot. This is not going to be Firework Friday. This is going to be uh, mundane Friday, realistically, not Firework Friday. We're going to call it, instead of Fireworks Friday, we're going to call it Flounder Friday. Markets like a fish out of the water, just floundering around. I mean, normally you see stuff like this after the Fed has a huge move. You have like a Fed hangover. Fed didn't really do crap, and the market still is acting like it's hungover. So somebody's pricing something in. I mean, guys, we really got to think about this. Like, think about this, guys. When you're looking at markets like this, what goes through your mind? Is it just, "Oh, this is slow and nothing's going through it," or do you start thinking, "Okay, what is causing it to be slow and nothing to be happening?" How many people actually think, "What is causing this to happen?" There you go, Isaac, I'd be okay with that. For I got nothing to do right now, if it breaks out above the zone. I mean, but yeah, I mean, this is what I'm asking you guys to do, wait on tariff agree it could be anything, but so so, Greg, Kevin, think about what Greg just said. You see Greg's question mark? Question there, Kevin? Are they really waiting on the tariff agreements, or is this tariff thing just an opportunity to exchange contracts? Which one's more important than them? Which one's more important? Think about it. Okay, good job, Greg, by the way. You really think they give a flying fart about the, tariff stuff? You really think? Seriously, Kevin, I mean, let's talk people need to know there's we got, almost 150 people listening, right? I bet there's more people that would love to have this conversation just you and I, right? Greg would. How many other people would love to have this conversation while we're not while we don't have a trade? I heard Taylor say he would. Okay. So it's a thought project, right? Is it, yeah, we're just guessing right now. Well, we're just guessing on trades right now because there's no direction in the market, especially on the ES. You're getting a little bit of structure back into the YM, but not much. It's still not direct, not much direction. I'm assuming if I look at the NQ, it's going to be the same way. Um, yeah, no real structure. Everything's flat. ES, YM, NQ, everything's doing the same thing. Everything's doing the same thing, guys. Not to mention the fact how many days has it. I'm assuming the NQ stayed relatively in the same range for the past few days as well. Am I wrong in saying that, guys? Pretty much. So you got all the major indexes staying in the same place. Start scratching your head. Lots of chop, lots of range bound environments, lots of wicks on both sides, both on all time frames, guys. Okay. Every single morning we see stuff like this. Every single morning we're seeing crap like this. Chop and breakout every single morning. So when is the trading starting to happen? Well, they're getting sneaky about this. Okay, they're getting sneaky and they're doing it in the afternoons. Okay. So you just got to be realistic about what you're thinking about when you're trading in the morning. And what I'm saying is you've got to be thinking, hey, you know what they're doing? I know what they're doing. If somebody's loading a crap ton of contracts up, they're not unloading contracts in the middle. Does that make sense? Why in the world would institutions unload contracts in the middle on a daily chart? Why would they do that? Has anybody thought about that before? Why would they be unloading contracts and they would be unloading contracts up here or down here, right? They're not gonna do it in the middle. Does that make sense? Let's start there. Nobody? Okay. Well, everybody said yes, you want to have this conversation. Nobody wants to reply. So We're gonna do no more teaching in this room. I'm pissed. I'm mad. Uh, well, don't be in this club, guys, if you don't want to be professionals. I'm about to turn off my mic and see if Paul can find somebody else to be on the mic. I'm not gonna do this. I can trade by myself, people. I don't need I don't need this. You guys wanna be here to learn and be professionals, and you don't do the work to do it. Please. It kills me, it hurts me. I don't wanna battle with you. You pay us to be a part of this club. Learn, be part of it. I don't want that battle. You don't pay me enough for me to go through that battle. I promise you. That's all I'm asking. That's all I ever ask you guys. Just try to be a professional. You don't even have to be right now. Just apply, talk through things, figure it out, use your little brain thingy, use your little brain thingy, and you'll get an idea. Okay? What I was going to tell you guys was if we look on a daily chart, we probably get a good sell opportunity from up here at the top of the range. But no, I didn't call that trade because nobody wants to freaking learn. I have been short for a while, but nobody wants to listen to me over here or do anything. Yeah, I'm short. That's all I can tell you guys. Do you guys want it? Do you guys want it? Do you guys want me to call it? There you go. I just made. Damn it! Put it on the wrong one. Two $250. I know, Scott. I'm just frustrated, guys. You're not participating. You know what frustrates me about day is I go into Premier Clubhouse and every single person participates, and we all have good conversations. We show up here in the main room. It's the same four people participating, and I don't know if you guys are getting anywhere, and and it bothers me. Who's mad about my little temper tantrum there? Nobody? I had a little temper tantrum. I got all upset. Nobody's. Oh, good, because I was screaming and yelling. I'm glad it broke up. I was sitting here like, nobody in here wants to be a professional. You guys all tell me you want to be a professional, but nobody says they want to be. I was screaming. I was upset. Now, Tom, I know you and Scott want to be professionals because you guys do the work. Kevin, I know you want to be professional. You do the work. Obviously, Lulu does. But all you guys out there that don't reply, I don't know where you're at, and I can't achieve my goal of you guys uh all being green on one day, every one of us chiming in that we're green without knowing where you're at and teaching you how to do this stuff the right way. Um, so anyway, if you guys have been around me long enough, Dan knows me long enough. Yeah, thank you, Dan. You know, uh, it's the thing. we slow market, why not do education? Why not do something that helps you think through things, guys? I mean, there's the charts, the trade I gave you guys, you heard but everybody heard it. Everybody heard my trade. If it breaks below that consolidation, I'm taking a short, correct? You guys all heard that trade call, by the way, about an hour before it happened. Even the room over there. Paul, you guys heard that trade call too, right? I gave it to you guys. If it breaks below that 89, I'm taking it short with the scalp. Everybody knows that. You guys all heard that, right? You heard it over there in the prop room too. So why did nobody take the trade? That's my question is why did nobody take the trade? Is it not good enough? I mean, if it's not in your trade plan, fine. You can tell me that. Not in my trade plan. If it's not in your trade plan, great. Some of you, I know it is in your trade plan. Why didn't you take the trade? I had my one opportunity this morning. I made money. Guys, I gave you the handed you this trade on a silver platter, and I'm gonna tell both rooms that. Guys, you guys are what are you guys doing? What is everybody doing? I handed the short on the breakout to everybody in Tick Century in both rooms on a silver platter, and not a single person took the trade. This is the stuff that aggravates the crap out of me. Why didn't you take the trade? That was an easy win, people, for everybody. You guys want to make money? You don't want to make money. If you don't want to make money, I'm getting off the mic and I'm gonna stop giving trade ideas. I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting really tired of it. If you don't want to trade and if you don't know how to take that trade, speak up and ask. If you're not gonna speak up and ask, get out. There you go, guys. Not Scott, obviously Lulu, all you guys that participate. Hang on here. No, you're not good there. No, so how many people took the short trade on the ES that I gave you? How many people took it? And I told you to break out now, and I'm taking it short, didn't I? Yes, it did break below. I specifically said if it breaks below that consolidation, not the other level, if it breaks below the consolidation, I'm taking it short. I specifically said the 89 was where I'd take it short. Okay, Fritz did it. Hey, there we go. Scott got. Thank you guys. I really appreciate this. I was about to be really upset about that. I know, but it's a. It was a one good trade that I did this morning that I gave to both rooms to rack up 250 quick dollars. That's the thing that frustrates me about a day like today. Everybody else will participate. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Fritz. Good job. Jim, you probably stayed a little bit long on that short, so start thinking about closing it out. Okay, Jim? Jim, start thinking about closing it out, buddy. You're probably in that a little long in the tooth there. Glad you spoke up and said something, Jim. All right, guys. Forgive me for being a part head this morning. I'm not usually this way, but when no, I'm not. Just to you. Just to Paul. I'm usually just that way to Paul. I'm at Oh, Greg's listening. All right. Cool, Greg. Cool, buddy. At cabin left. Go enjoy the outdoors, man. What kind of cabin you in? You listening to me? Where you at? Where at? What part of the country you at, Greg? Dang, Jim. I know I told you to get out of that thing. I didn't expect that to go back down like that. It looked like it was bouncing back up. I got green this morning, so where is it? Wisconsin. Oh, I bet that's nice. I'm sure you're over water because you can't walk 10 feet without walking into water in Wisconsin or ice, depending on what time of year it is. And that push down. I know. Sorry, Jim. I didn't. How can you expect that on a day like today? That's a completely unexpected thing. The structure was built for it to look like it to go up. Does that make sense, Jim? Everything looked like it was going to bounce from there. So I just wanted to be, yeah. We can't predict that stuff. That's just what happens. So sorry about that. But it did look again like you had everything saying that this is the area it wanted to push up from, right? All the prior price action, all the stuff before it said it wanted to push up from there. So that's the only thing we have the base stuff on, Jim. That's what happened in the past. Would it also work on Wonky M that trade entry, not just a break below the consolidation? Uh, Yeah, you could have on that, Dan F. To answer your question, Dan F, yes, that would probably been mighty fine, actually. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's see what Lou's got. Wisconsin, okay. Canada, Danbury. Oh, good old Danbury. All right. Now let's see what we got room. I mean, you're still guys. Look at this. You're still in the middle. I know you see opportunity here on the chart on the tick chart, but we're still in the middle here. I mean, stuck in the middle with you. Um, so you're still in a two-way trading environment. Just keep that in mind too. Um, I do have to wait for the 89 to cross over before I can take a short. Yes, yes. So you're still either long. You should here. Look, Kevin. Because of the rules you've been given, price is below the 5-period moving average, and the 89 is up still. That is mixed trend. That is sit on hands for you. For most of you, that is mixed trend. Nothing can make up its mind this morning, Jim. For most of you, in an environment like this, price staying below the 5-period moving average, 89 up, it's sit on hands territory. Now, if the 89 can turn over, price stays below the 5-period moving average. Now you can start thinking you can take the short trades again. For those of you that are struggling to be profitable, I think, Jim, you look at any index, you're going to see the same thing. I just had a. Did anybody do their homework yesterday from what I talked about? Did anybody do their homework yesterday? Paul, this is gonna be another thing that aggravates the living crap out of me. I'm gonna ask that question. Nobody's gonna say yes. Did anybody do it, guys? Okay. Did you look at the the holdings in a portfolio over time change like the past year? Hmm? Did you do that, D Nice? Taylor did it, of course. It's kind of eye opening, isn't it, Taylor? See where the money goes. BlackRock's a good one to do it with. If you do it right, guys. Yeah. And you want to, and the markets look random to you. Yeah, right. Go back and see what the biggest institution's holding, and see what how they have managed their portfolio of assets they can't get out of. Right. BlackRock's a huge institution who cannot get out of a lot of assets. It's not like they can go to zero. Danny, I'll deal with that for you later. Okay, Danny. So I like to look at BlackRock. Why? Because it's one of the biggest ones on the planet. Another reason, they they have to publish what their holdings are. Guess who's here? Um, the trading dogs here. By the way, people. I'll try that little short again, I guess, from here. See if that works out. Um, so it's eye opening. I mean, if you follow the money, guys, if you really and here I'm sitting here saying follow the money, and I guarantee 80% of you people don't know what I mean by follow the money. Would that be correct in saying that? Don't be shy. Yes or no? What do you know what I mean by follow the money? Okay, keep on going, guys. Who knows? Who doesn't know? Uh, Okay, so we're about a 50. See, but okay. Now let me ask this: when I said to follow the money yesterday, why didn't somebody ask me, "What do you mean by follow the money? Is it pride?" Okay, that's a little bit of it, Kevin. But I want to get to a point. If you didn't know what I meant by follow the money yesterday, why didn't somebody ask? I want to know. I want to know why somebody didn't ask. Are you too afraid to ask? Do you think that Brian is going to call you stupid because that's what he always does? I mean, what? What about this environment is too hard to ask? What do you mean by follow the money? Is it because I'm a big bull? Guys, I want to know. I'm not going to call another trade this morning until somebody tells me why. Why would you not answer why would you not ask the question? Hey, what do you mean by follow the money, coach? Why was that question not asked? That's what I want to know. Is it if somebody's afraid of me answering the question, then tell me. I'll be a pansy bear going forward. If that's the real reason. If somebody's afraid of me going off on them and yelling at them, then which you guys know I don't do anyway, except for this morning when nobody answered my questions. But that happens once in a blue moon. You guys know I don't yell. I'm here to be your friendly. Sometimes I'm here to be disappointed panda, but most of the time I'm here to be your friendly guide in trading. That's okay, Hung. I'm talking to the members right now. Brian, same for you. Yeah. So following when the big institution take buy or sell orders, that's not just it. It's not just following when the big institutions are buying off or selling. Kevin, we're going to add to that. I'm going to ask the question again. You guys that said no, you don't really understand what I mean by follow the money. Why was the question not asked? Hey, coach, I don't really understand what you mean by follow the money. Can you explain that to us? Why was it not asked? Ego? Tell me. I want to know. This is a problem that has to be fixed in this club, guys. Do you guys understand that? This is a problem that's got to be fixed in the club. Because I'm sitting here talking about stuff that I think is going to help you long term. And I come back the next week and say, hey, guys, you remember when we talked about this? Marcus doing exactly what we talked about. And what do I get? Crickets. Right? Members? Is that not what I get? Crickets. All right, Taylor. See you in a minute. Yeah, I get crickets. So, I think you should just push them all over here, Paul. All right. Then I'm going to ask you guys a question. Since nobody can answer my question, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Which Coach Brian would you rather have? A complete jerk every day or the one that comes in every day? The jerk or the normal Coach Brian? Which one would you rather have?
Myself, so.
Well, unfortunately, Jim, members get the
The jerk.
Tom's like a little bit of both. It's fine.
Mm.
There's two?
Mm.
Paul.
Split personality.
Now you guys answer questions, jerks. you guys are the jerks.
I don't know what you're talking about. I see a bunch of questions coming in here.
Yeah, when you show up,
more disappointed panda.
more disappointment.
Disappointment panda.
Disappointment panda. Disappointment panda says that if you don't answer Coach Brian's questions, it makes him mad. Tempered jerk. All right. So you guys want a little bit more rough side of
your
me.
Yoga master. All right. I'm going to get that trade in the NQ. You watch. If it takes me all darn day, I'm going to get that thing because I had it this morning and it freaking missed me by one tick, putting me in.
Losing Marcus slow they are. There's your Yoda master. Losing Marcus slow they are.
There you go, PBR. That's a good way to do it. Good point.
Doesn't
matter what Brian it is, as long as he's teaching you to be a better trader.
Which one of Brian's personality showed up? All right. So explain how you know when turn. Jim, I'll answer that question when somebody answered my question from before. How about that? That seems like a fair
What was
deal.
the question? The best analogy I learned.
Place was this one? Brother?
Pretty much, Jim. Today, definitely.
That's actually really smart there, Dan. I forgot about that one. You want to hack your way through the jungle or follow an elephant that's already making the way? Yeah, my $250.
All right, here we go. Come on down.
I keep doing it, guys. That's $750 so far this morning. 6th Century. Nobody listen to me.
Well, if you're doing something else, please let me know because
I'm doing exactly what I told you guys to do. Every time it gets a breakout, take the trade in that direction. That's exactly what I told everybody to do. Well, when's the breakout? I don't know how to do the breakout. What do you mean, coach? Nobody asked a question. I'm not going to give the answer. That's what I'm mad about this morning, Paul. I asked a very simple question. No answers. And I asked it probably 30 times. Still no answers.
going up, consolidating, going up, consolidating, going up.
We already had that in the daily plan. Chop breakout, chop breakout.
Chop breakout. Yeah, chop
That's
breakout.
what we knew it was going to do. We knew that was going to happen. And I even came over to the Tick Century room and in this room because you guys said you wanted me to do it and said, hey guys, every time it breaks out to the short side, I'm going to turn my scalp on long short or on short. Every time it breaks out to the long side, I'm going to turn my scalp on long.
Here we go.
And I've done that 3 times so far while I've been sitting here talking to you guys. And you guys aren't trading. And I'm not going to, again, please, Red Wine would like to speak with you, Paul.
Who is red wine?
Your good old Mr. friend, John Campbell.
Oh, John. John, how are you, John? Go along, John.
Go along, John.
Now look at that garbage again. It one ticked me again for a winner.
Sorry, coach. It's all right, Paul.
It's getting old, people. Starting to get mad now.
Over the direction.
You're gonna have 2 mad people.
But take the overall direction. Wait for pullback. Yeah. Well, that's your pullback, right? So our rules, Jim, tell us. Yeah, I'm about to go over that a little bit of guidance there, Danny and Jim for the case. All you guys on trial. Really simple set of rules here. We have an 89 exponential. This is on the ES, but it works on. Let me bring everybody to my ES chart just in case you guys are looking at Paul's chart. So traditionally, what we're looking at now, again, we use Tick Century with this methodology, but again, at the end of the day, really straightforward methodology. We have a slight bias. We look at a daily chart, 60-minute chart to build our support and resistance levels. We use a 15-minute chart and a tick chart to give us a bias. For instance, right now, if the 89 exponential is pointing up and we're above the 5-period moving average on the 15-minute chart, that says that we're in a buy mode. Vice versa, 89 is pointing down below the 200-period moving average. The price is below the 5-period moving average on the 15-minute chart. That says that we're in sell mode. So very simple bias developing formula that we have. We also keep it more simple. What we wait for is price to come down into one of our zones or go up into one of our zones. So right now, price pushes down into our zone. Didn't quite get oversold in stochastics, but you turn around, you have a green bar here, and you have a cross at HMA. We use a couple indicators to help us enter trades. And so this would have been a decent trade from our thought process. From one of our zones, 89 is pointing up, price staying above the 5-period moving average, and we like to trade from our zone. So we wait for price to come back on in an uptrend. We like for price to come down to our zone. In a downtrend, we like for price to come up to our zone for a sell signal. Does that make sense? Does that help Danny, Jim? Danny, did that help a little bit? Good. I'm glad you guys are participating. Thank you. All right. So let's look for a trade here, people. Again, I've done my tick century 3 times. So following the rules I gave you. we're going to see chop and breakout. So every time I've seen a breakout today, since this little move this morning, where was it? I first gave it to you guys. Was it right here? No, it's here. No, it was the first one. Yeah, one, one, one trade, two trades, three trades. That last one long. So consolidation breakout's what we're going to see today. But Tick Century is a great tool for that today because you get the breakout, press a button, and get your $250. Or if you're entering trades manually, you're doing it with, look, you had this one good opportunity right here at 9:53 to take that long trade, okay? And that's unfortunately that's the way it's going to be if you're trading manually on a day like today. You're either a sniper on your entries, or you're a scalper like it's somebody's business, or both, or you use something like Tickcentric. I mean, that's the unfortunate nature of the game today. I gave you guys a morning plan. The morning plan this morning was what? Chop and breakout, chop and breakout. Every single index I'm looking at, which is NQ, ES, YM, are seeing the same thing. Chop and breakout, chop, breakout, chop and breakout. Every single index is seeing the same thing. So do we expect more of that this morning? Yeah. Now here's another trivia question for you. When likely will be the time that the market starts to actually move and swing outside of its range? That should be an easy one for you. What's up, Taylor? No, I would wait for the breakout. Greg, I would wait for the breakout. That's all I'm doing. Every time it consolidates and it breaks out one direction, I have a non-tick space, 4 orders. It never hits my 4 orders. $250 profit target.
Start market.
Start at market every time it breaks out.
Now, would a breakout, just for clarity, would a breakout be above that zone for you right now?
And I'm doing both directions too. Every time it's broken out, it's come down, come back up, give my $250 within seconds flat. Done this 3 times in a row. Same instructions I gave you guys earlier.
Brian, did you hear my question?
No, sorry, I did not.
For just for clarity, would a breakout be above that zone? Is that what you would consider a breakout?
No.
No.
Here, look.
I just want to make sure I'm listening.
I'm going to draw a little tiny circle on all 3 trades that I took based on the instructions that I gave you guys, okay? We're sitting back here in this little tiny consolidation. I said the only way I'm going to look at a zone above resistance if it's above this.
Up there, yeah. That's what I was looking for.
Double top, right? That was my first.
Got you on that one.
Then I was like, if it breaks down below this consolidation,
that's the one.
I'm taking it short.
I was looking to the left, the low.
And then I took it even further when I came over here and said, I'm taking a breakout in every direction, whichever it breaks out from a consolidation. So I did another short here. Did not take this long because it did not consolidate. This consolidated, broke out long. I took this long. 3 trades, $250 each, $750, guys. Those were the instructions I gave you guys. Now, again, Paul, this is the thing that frustrated me with the main room this morning. If you guys don't know what that means,
I ain't scared to ask questions,
including Coach Paul, you should not be afraid to ask me questions.
I ain't scared to ask questions.
Should be asking, what would you please? Even Taylor, you guys, Greg, you've been around me long enough. Dan, you've been around me long enough. Guys, you guys that are Premier and have been around me long enough, y'all should be taking these trades. You should be up $1,000 with me this morning. That's the thing that bothers me. You guys get that, right? Dan, Greg, all you guys get that, right?
Here comes another breakout.
Those are the things that bother me, is that you're not with me on this. Paul knows that. Fritz, you definitely know it. I want you guys making money. I really do. So please ask questions. Would this be a breakout? Oh, yes, it would. I'm going to take Tick Century long, do it both directions. Make me some money. So you guys know to ask questions. Just do it, please. I don't like this. I don't like being ill with you guys. I don't like it. I want you guys making money. And yes, I would have taken that short if I were sitting here running my mouth. With tick century again, it would have been another scalp, another $250 scalp, even though this thing's going to run. But
you get a
you
breakout
can't
now.
expect runners on a day like today. You can't. Like, why? You follow our rules. Look, price came up into a zone. Nice little M. Nice little sell signal. This really is not a horrible sell signal, people. Really not. Now you're probably more likely to see a buy signal.
I was going to say, I'm probably going to get one.
There it goes. More likely to see a buy signal here. So,
Maybe not.
I hope.
Maybe not.
This is going to go back down to the bottom.
This is going to go the other way.
I'll get back to. That'll be. That's about a quarter of my profits if I take a stop loss. So that's all right. So a few people did the breakout trades that I gave you on the tick century. Mr. Redwine, I like a new screen name, John. Need a little more info. That window. What? Oh, you guys are having a conversation about stuff. Okay.
She will, John. Give her a sec. She's probably got some stuff going on. She'll get your message.
Can I ask a favor of everybody that's not in this long? Because you're not doing anything unless you're short still. If you took the short, that's great.
Not a half bad
call.
It's
probably going to work.
Not a half bad call.
Probably going to lose on this one here. But can I ask a favor of everybody? If I ask a question like, "Hey, how many people don't know what this means?" Would somebody please just, if you say you don't know what it means, would you just ask the question, Coach Brown? Can you please tell us what it means? Can I get that favor from everybody? Because now I'm not going to tell you what follow the money means. You have to go to Premier Clubhouse now to know what follow the money means. Those of you that don't know. We were talking about following the money, Coach. I keep on to call you Coach Paul P. Following the money, not just inside the future market, following money outside the future market, big institutions, everything. And only 2 or 3 people did their homework, Coach Paul.
Wow.
Now you see why I've been so frustrated. Now you know why I've been so frustrated this morning.
Is there a breakout to the south? Not really. It's kind of not yet.
It's actually a long signal, people. I'm telling you. It just didn't work for me.
Yeah, you're a little tight on the stop, basically. You have to give it more room, I think.
Yeah.
Which would not be in my risk parameters, but.
And that was a quarter of my earnings so far. So.
Hey, I'm holding my green. I'm being patient.
No, I'm keeping the rest of my green. That's for sure.
I'll get my trade. I'm going to get the NASDAQ. You wait. It's missed me twice, and both of them have been winners, so it won't get me a third time.
You mean?
Here we go.
The big boy investments. Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean, Paul. Look at the change in portfolios. Look at the there's 2 big things, you guys. I don't want to teach it in this room anymore because everybody wants to respond. I want to teach it in Premier Clubhouse where everybody wants to learn. Everybody cover your ears up.
There we go.
Except for Paul P.
There we go.
What are you doing?
I got it. I told you I was going to get it. I hope you guys followed me.
Anybody follow Coach Paul in the NQ there?
I'm not going to give this any real room, though. I'm going to take my $200, and especially today.
Do not blame you. Do not blame me. 1 iota.
I'm out. I got it, though.
There you go.
Freaking took me all freaking day, but I got it. Let's see if anybody. I'm going to go in there and see if anybody.
Breakouts. Got it on the NQ. Good job, PBR. You're out already. Good job. MES just took profit. Good job, Jim.